Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Dan. And today, I'm going to be reviewing yet another obscured martial arts film, and this one's called 5 Kung Fu Daredevil Heroes. And I'm pretty damn excited about that. So yeah folks, I'm going to be reviewing this martial arts film, and of course, as usual, I do have to talk about the plot of this film, so let's get into it, shall we? Following an assassin of this official, there's this top diplomat that's sent to this stronghold along the Chinese-Russian border for this supply of arms. Guarding this stronghold is this character. Together with his aide, they must, survive. They must have this big fight. Four heroes of the story must pose as gun dealers, and they must combat in order to get close to the villains of the story, so that they can take advantage of the death of as to one of their brothers. I would say this rare martial arts film is worth watching, folks, if you're into the whole genre of martial arts. So yeah, overall, not that bad of a movie. I mean, okay, granted, this isn't exactly the best film I've seen, but I always say this: it's definitely a lot better than the two previous martial arts films I have already reviewed already. So yeah, I wanted to review this film because I've been reviewing lots of martial arts films anyway. So I guess I might as well just keep going at it. I thought that this film was actually a pretty good treat, if you ask me, because I actually quite enjoyed it. So yeah, the acting itself is pretty solid, I guess. Yeah, this film doesn't have the best acting in here, but I guess for what it's worth, the acting isn't too bad. And so yeah, the fight scenes were pretty cool, folks. I like the fight scenes, and the last fight scene of the film was actually pretty cool. But I did feel that like the last fight scene probably lasted a little too long, if you ask me. But still, all in all, a pretty solid martial arts film I've seen. The quality of the print of the film isn't very good, so a lot of stuff is kind of blurry. So that's not a good thing, really, folks. And the story itself is pretty simple. It's pretty easy to follow. So yeah, overall, it's an okay film. It was pretty alright. I've seen better. I've seen worse. But I still recommend it, I guess, because if you're somebody that's into the whole martial arts genre, I guess you'll get some enjoyment out of this, I suppose. The heroes, of course, always want to do the right thing, of course.
And I'll admit, I have quite a bit of these movies I've watched, and I'm trying to collect even more, I guess you can say. Yeah, I have quite a bit of these movies, folks. Like I said before, it's one of my favorite genres. I do like Kung Fu, obviously. So, yeah, it's definitely one of those things I definitely cannot, I guess, get enough of, I guess you can say. Aside from the horror movies. The type of Kung Fu movies, or just like any other genre mostly. Mostly Kung Fu or horror, but folks. I like to talk about like the low budget stuff that's really fairly obscure, I guess you can say. So yeah, I even have the Spanish version of the two Bruce Lee movies that came out long ago. Yeah, really, this is actually legit. I'm not sure how to play on my machine, but it might be because it might be from a different region. So there you go. I even got more than one copy of the Blood movie. For the recording of this video, anyway, just like what I got like what 6 copies of this movie, the live action version. Of course, that includes the one I have, the Spanish version of this movie. Yeah, it exists. It's like a legitimate copy. So yeah, that's cool. It's not bootlegged or anything. I don't like bootlegs anyway. So you can tell it's a legitimate DVD and whatnot. So, boy, like I said, this is actually one of my favorite genres, of course. So you know, it's often talking about the cheaply made stuff, folks. So there's that, I guess. I would buy these on Blu-ray, folks. And by the way, I did get this brand spanking new. I'll explain why I just said that in a moment. But yeah, getting these brand new, getting these on Blu-ray, it's like a solemn occasion for me, I guess. And yes, it's a legit copy, of course. Yeah, but yeah. But sometimes, again, the unedited, uncut versions of these movies are a pain in the ass to get. So sometimes, just unfortunately, I might get the unedited versions. I might be forced to get the used. This is the way the dragon, folks. Starring Bruce Lee, and yes, it's the unedited version, and yes, it's it's used, but FYI, it's not the same thing as stealing. A lot of people will have something against like used games or whatnot and claim that those are, you know, stealing. But sometimes you might have to go to like a what do you call it, a theft store, a second-hand store, whatever you call it, like a Goodwill or something, and see legit copy right there. There you go. See, something you can obviously tell. But but yeah, it's like a little thing right here too. That's pretty cool. But yeah, it's not the same thing we were saying, folks. Even though a lot of people say claim like it is, and I mean, I can't really say. I mean, I can't judge anyway because sometimes airports and I would take the stuff, the movies or games that we don't want anymore, and go to a certain store. I can either sell it for cash or have store credit, or we could say trade, I guess, for as an exchange for another item, I guess. But like I said, I can't really say much because I sold stuff to stores before. So anyway, I just thought I'd make a quick note of that.
Well, anyway, folks, I'll say check this film out, but don't expect too much from it. This one was just very okay, I guess. It was a very solid martial arts movie. I guess you could add this to your collection if you want, if you like this kind of thing, I guess. But I say it's worth the watch if you have nothing else to do, I guess. Maybe I would watch it again one of these days, folks, perhaps. But it's not something I would watch over and over again, I guess. But anyway, it's pretty typical, I guess. It's a typical martial arts film. 5 Kung Fu Daredevil Heroes gets an overall rating of a 5.2 out of 10. It's a 5.2 out of 10 for me. As always, thanks for watching and take care. Alrighty then. See ya.